The crowds are gone, the hotel's at a discount, and the beaches are every bit as beautiful. So why not discover the charms of beachgoing on some of the world's most beautiful islands during September and October, often known as the local summer. Here with the scoop on where to go is WSJ contributor Chaney Kwak. Chaney, thanks so much for being with us.
Hey, Tanya.
So Chaney, I love beaches in the fall. I think they are so romantic, but I'm not alone in that, right?
Yeah, I'm actually not a beach person, but there's something about fall that really draws me to the sea. And especially islands are so romantic if you don't mind a little bit of cool breeze.
Absolutely. So let's start with your East Coast favorite, Block Island. What can we find there this time of year?
So, you got 17 miles of beaches, 30 miles of hiking trails, and really few visitors after Labor Day, except for birds, really. And if you're into fishing, the big striped bass come through right now, and half the island is nature preserve. So it's really, really pristine to begin with. But this fall, it's about to start operating America's first offshore wind farm to replace diesel generators. So it's about to get even more pristine than ever.
I adore Block Island any time of year. Fantastic place to go right now. All right, let's move to the West Coast now. Tell us about the charms of Orcas Island, Washington.
Well, the San Juan Islands in the Pacific Northwest are beautiful year-round. They're not exactly your typical beach destinations, though they do have lovely, lonely beaches with driftwood, pebbles. Orcas is my favorite. I grew up in Washington, and it doesn't have any chain stores or stoplights. It does have superb hiking trails and really good food. And because it's in the rain shadow of the Olympic Mountains, you get some gorgeous sunny fall weather. This fall, on October 2nd, many of the island's farms will open their doors so you can actually visit and see what they grow, like oysters, alpacas, and there's some glamping and tree houses too, so you can get crunchy without roughing it too much.
That's fantastic. Now, you say there's no stop lights. Are cars allowed? Because I know some islands don't allow cars.
You actually need a car there to get around. It's pretty big, but yes, It's island time, no stoplights, no traffic.
Oh, amazing. I love it. I love it. Now, if we're feeling even a bit more adventurous and want to jump across the pond, do you have any suggestions?
Well, it's such a cliche to say enchanting, fairy tale-like, but there's something about Scotland's topography that really makes you understand why there's so many legends and fairy tales there. The Isle of Skye off the west coast has a coral beach that looks like it's from a Caribbean travel brochure, as well as some of Europe's most dramatic geological formations. It's not going to be warm. You're going to need your Argyle sweater, but you'll get to see some beautiful leaves and some even northern lights up in Glendale, which is on the northwestern corner of the island.
Oh, I love it. It's the perfect excuse to buy one of those classic fisherman sweaters, right?
Right. And, let's not forget the dollar's really strong right now. So there hasn't been a more affordable time to visit Scotland in a really long time.
Fantastic. I love the Isle of Skye. I was there a long time ago, and I still have dreams about it. It's so beautiful. Now, what about Italy? We know that August is high season for all those picturesque seaside towns. Can we find some deals in Italy this time of year?
I have a huge crush on Sardinia, which is the second largest island in the Mediterranean, and it's manageable, especially when all the mega yachts and celebrities take off after summer. It goes back to its very humble, unassuming self, and you can do a very nice road trip into the mountain villages as well as the coastline. The Emerald Coast, which is considered one of the most expensive parts of Europe, actually goes back to almost affordable. And, hey, temperature is kind of a matter of perception, right? It may be a little cool, but I've been there in colder months when I saw glamorous Italians from Milan bundled up and German tourists were practically naked splashing around.
That's right.
So you can actually get a very nice beach holiday there any time of the year, and I just really love Sardinia for its food as well.
And there are some very high-end hotels there on Sardinia. Can you get them at a discount this time of year?
Yeah, you can for sure. The occupancy rate goes down. Servo Hotel in Costa Smeralda, for instance, the price is, I just did a search a couple of days ago, and you could get it for about $200 a night, which is a fraction of what it was in summer.
Chaney, thank you so much. I don't know where to go first. They all look so fantastic. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Tanya.